Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Erudite here. Thanks for joining. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I've got something a little different today. We're going to do an unboxing, number one. But I'm also going to talk to you a little bit about something that I started doing during quarantine, which I think I'm going to just kind of add to the channel, and perhaps you guys may be interested in it. I don't know. I hope that you will be. And that is gardening. So I've got some outside stuff that I'm doing, but I'm also doing some hydroponics, some things inside. And I just bought new light, and that's what I'm going to unbox today. And here it is. This is a grow light, and this is used when you are doing hydroponics or a form of hydroponics inside, and you'll better understand when I show you the system that I'm using and why I purchased this light. So let's mosey on over to the desk there. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to unveil this and unbox this, and let's see what we have. All right guys, so the system that I purchased is called Grow Light. And I bought this off of Amazon. I'll leave the link in the description below. And again, the reason I purchased this was because I am delving into hydroponics. Well, really I'm doing some gardening, but I started doing some things outside. I quickly realized that I've got limited space on my deck. I don't necessarily want to go and build a complete garden. So I thought, how could I create a system internally that, in my home, of course, that I could utilize year round. So I probably should start this by saying, and you don't have to be this, but I'm just describing to you in terms of my dietary needs. I'm plant-based, so I am now really into understanding how to create an environment where I can grow my own vegetable, my own food. So I do go farmers markets. I do go to different retailers to source our food now, but I'm thinking that it's a better option for me in the long term to be able to, if not for everything, on a few items to be able to just have here growing at the house on an ongoing basis. It's going to help me out from an economic standpoint, and I think it'll help me out with a better understanding of where it's coming from, to know that it's really GMO and not just stamped, or it's really organic and not just stamped. So in creating the hydroponic system, the light is required. The reason is because I was doing this close to my light upstairs, and we'll go up in a few minutes and I'll show you what that looks like. And I just don't think, based on where I live and the number of trees that I have, that I get really good light from either side of the house that's going to be strong enough to grow a garden internally. So I decided to create a small hydroponic system, and of course lights are required. So I looked on Amazon, and this particular light, again, it is the Grow Light, and I'll leave the description in the link below. It's called Vogek, V-O-G-E-K, LED. It's a growing light spectrum for indoor plants. It does have a timer. That's one of the reasons why I loved it, because it has a timer, and it has 3 prongs. So there's a 3-headed lamp here, so you can shoot it in either direction. It's adjustable. It's a gooseneck, and there are 3 modes in terms of brightness. So it came very highly rated. There are 1,233 ratings on this, and it got 5 out of 5. And I very rarely see that on anything on Amazon. So I had to take a look at it, and it was only $34, $34.99, so it's $35. I'm a Prime member, so if you're Prime, then it's free shipping. So let's open it up, see what we have. So this is what it looks like when it comes to you, and then you can see here are the heads. I was telling you that it comes with three different prongs. So what do we have? We've got a power cord. Of course, we're going to have power. The thing I also like about it is the size of it. So take a look at this. Here's a gooseneck, and you can see here are the lights. Here are the lights. The wattage on these are, I'm just looking at the Amazon posting, I want to say it was about 75 or 80 watts um, 72 watts. 72 watts. Now here is the base. So you can clip this onto a, this is a mouth, it opens up. So you can clip it onto a board. I'm gonna clip it onto my desk here. And now I have it clipped to my desk, and you can see how the lights are gonna work. So again, I thought this system, given what I needed at the time, would be the best. So it's not a whole lot to this in terms of setup. So we're going to head upstairs and go ahead and set it up. And I may even show you how I've set up my hydroponics. Here is a card that came in, and this is like a owner's manual, but again, it's not a whole lot to it. Again, it's an LED. I think, just so I'm clear, the research that I did, the LED is the preferable light quality, if you will, for growing plants, whether it's vegetation, for consumption, or just house plants. So LED is also going to be the least expensive in terms of your light bill. So this is a 72 watt, 3-prong, 3-head LED, has a timer, it is adjustable, and it has 3 settings. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you upstairs, and we're going to go ahead and set this up. I'm going to show you some of the hydroponics that I have, and we'll see if see how this works. All right, so here we are. This is what I have so far. I'm gonna zoom out here so you can see where I am. So this is in my living room, or dining room rather. So I built this console here to just hold vegetation. Right now I've got this sitting here, but this is all going to be gone. At some point my goal is to have just all of these set out, and it's just all different vegetation. So I started these, as you can see, they're starting to sprout and they're starting to bud. This is lettuce, basil, rosemary, and chard. And you can see it's just not growing very quickly. And some of these have been here, I don't know, maybe a week or so. And my understanding is they're supposed to spud really quick. So what I thought I would do is just get the light and put the light on them, and we'll see how everything goes. So I'm gonna hook up the light right now, and I'll be back in 1 second. All right, so now I've got it hooked up, and here is the power. So there they are, they're turned on now, and it's much brighter, as you can see, much brighter. So the settings, here is more bright. That's as bright as it goes. Less bright, 2. You can see, okay, that's as least bright as it'll go. So let's turn it up back up to bright. And then timing. Right down on the tip here, there is a 3 hour, 6 hour, 12 hour. So let's set it for 12 hours. So what that'll do is this will be 12 hours on and then 12 hours off. And so you don't ever have to worry about, so So this would be 12 hours on and 12 hours off. You don't ever have to worry about having to make any adjustments yourself and leaving your light in the room on. And as you can see before, I was just depending on light coming in from the outside, and it just was not cutting it. So now what I can do is I'm going to close the shades all together. So what we'll do is we'll come back in about a week and record, and we'll see where we are then. And also I'm going to do a separate video and to tell you how these are composed, the jars while they're wrapped in the foil, and where I get my seeds from. I'm going to do a whole separate video on that. But I wanted to do the unboxing today because today is when I received the lights, and it's pretty snazzy. Very simple setup. Again, power, you got your power running in here, power button there. You got timing, brightness, very easy to do. This board here, this stand, I also made that. If you're interested, I can show you where I got the plans for that as well. Just leave a note in the comments and I'll tell you how I did that. May even one day do a video because I need to make one more stand like this because I'm gonna have a lot more of these. But okay, hopefully this was helpful for you. If you're thinking of purchasing this Vogek, V-O-G-E-K LED 72 watt indoor planter light, this is what it looks like. And I won't know how good it is, you know, for a little while, but I at least wanted to show you what it looked like coming out of the box. So again, guys, if you haven't subscribed, please do so, and we'll see you in a little while. Thanks.